Welcome to Auntie Chess and Tarot. Here we go, collective. Okay. Thank you to all who have supported this channel with your likes, shares, subscribes, your donations, your comments. Thank you so much. Remember, not everything's going to resonate. Take what does. Leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself. And leave the rest. Here we go. Let's get into this message today. Hope everyone's doing well. There we go. The star. What a way to start. Whoa. Starting big here. Love it. Healing. You're feeling healed. Yeah, there's something about, okay, I've done the work and I am ready and I am waiting for these big manifestations to come in. I'm ready for this big dream to come in. All the places you will go. Something about all the places you will go has something to do with this big wish. I feel the energy of gratitude just pouring out of you. Yeah. And also, whoa, there's a big sense of just being happy in your own skin, being comfortable in your own skin. That would definitely be Emperor energy as well. But I feel it with the star here. We've been getting a lot of reads like this recently, where people are just happy in their own skin and they're showing up like they are, who they are, and happy with self. That's wonderful. Wow, that's really wonderful. Huh. You're going to be asked to lead something. I think this might come as a little bit of a surprise to you. The moon, yeah. Something you don't see coming. It's going to be a surprise to you. You have two people that protect you, literally, in the 3D. One's very wanting you to be kind of domestic, or they're domestic. They kind of like that side to you. And one's a little bit more wild. And they encourage you to do not the norm. King of Pentacles. Either way you go, you're going to be successful here. Yeah, you're like, okay, I know I've done the work. I'm intuitively feeling like this is coming in now, and I'm ready for it. So where is it? Where is it, Spirit? Where is it? The sun in the reverse. You're liberated. You're free. You might be free of a marriage here. 3 of Pentacles, the Empress, the Chariot, the Hermit. Whoa. Big energy here. 3 major arcanas out of 4 cards here. Big energy. Yeah, you're free of something. For some of you, it's going to be a marriage. For some of you, it's going to be just someone who expected there were high expectations here, but it just isn't you. And it has something to do, I'm hearing, with their own expectations that they never met, okay? So gain some perspective there, or help them to. Queen of Cups is out here now. Very intuitive energy. Flowy, intuitive. Yeah, all the flow was here for you. And you found it. You found your mojo here. Something that didn't make you happy, I feel like, is no longer. Yeah. And it has something to do with this now feeling very comfortable in your own skin. So before, whatever caused you to not feel that way, I feel like that is gone. You know, you're embracing the strength we all have strength when we're children. We come into this life and we have an incredible amount of strength, you know. And then that gets kind of beaten out of us with the status quos and the training and all this, but the morphing into everybody else, so we're all the same type thing. I feel like you're embracing just who you are now and really getting into that mode of, I remember what I was like as a kid, and I'm returning back to that vibrant way I used to have, and knowing what I was happy doing. Might have something to do with horses, actually. For some of you, it's being a chef. I see just a lot of abundance, and you can feel it too. Just gearing up to bulldoze you over like a tidal wave. Abundance can be a variety of things. And there's something about an echo, like this echoes into a variety of areas in your life. It comes quickly. This enlightenment of being happy with self. Yeah, judgment in the reverse. Spirit's saying, make sure that you do not deprive other people of who you really are. Who you really are. Or you've concluded that too. Also, you're feeling a lot more comfortable these days because you just know you're protected. Something has happened. Yeah, these two that I was telling you about in the 3D that are very protective of you, but you are also protected spiritually. And something has happened here where you have realized that as well. Excuse me. Two of Swords, Eight of Wands. What's coming in quickly is quick communication, quick action. I feel like that's not you. I feel like you're sitting content to receive, and it's coming in. It's like a fork in the road in your life. You've got two great choices, it feels like. Which direction will you take? Yeah, I'm hearing from Spirit, it's the one that comes to you. The one that feels the most natural, as you are feeling so natural in your own skin now. And it comes to you. It's like no more work, no more effort. Let things come to you. The Fool. And then you take a leap. Or what's coming in presents itself to you in such a way where the work, something about the work has already been done, and now it's just a matter of enjoying it and taking a leap there. Someone who will be very loyal, but somebody new who's very loyal. Get your bags packed. But I'm also hearing like pack lightly, because you want to embrace where you are and not be worried about. Yeah, keep it light. And also a good message about you've gotten so good at this, not bringing in the past baggage into the present. So keeping that very much a part of your life. And I'm hearing that is a daily reminder. You know, a lot of times we need reminders, and that's something about your mantras or your daily rituals in the morning where you're reminding yourself. Yeah. Let's keep in mind we're doing a good job here about keeping the baggage in the past. Today we do that as well. Something like that. Magician, manifestations. Yeah, this is the way we started the read. With your wishes and your manifestations and a sense of, I know they're coming in. And a lot of realizing as you kind of take on what you used to like as a child, and also that real bold confidence you had as a child, you're remembering you manifested a lot as a child, just effortlessly. And so you're also getting into that flow again, where you're doing that now as an adult. Page of Wands has something to do with whatever interests you. What's the new enlightenment here for you? What do you get exposure to and say, hey, this is really cool. I want to follow up on this. Or I never thought this would be of interest to me. Could be theater, the theater. You've had many years of doing what's required and doing what's expected and being what's expected and being what's required. And I feel like a renewed sense of freedom from that. And more of a doing what you want to do now. How is that made possible? I'm hearing from somebody out there. For one, it's a big gift from the divine, however that comes in. Sideways, Two of Wands. Okay, sideways. Talks about looking to the future, but also being afraid for the future. The way I'm reading it here. And choices of 2. Now, I see your choices of 2 are very good. Remember, you're picking the one that goes the most with the grain of what you are now and what you've worked hard to be, this in your flow. So that isn't about fear. And the one that comes to you. Page of Wands. Okay, so again, you're getting double confirmation here as we're asking these questions. How does this come in? This is the key right here. Double confirmation. It is all about what spikes for you, where you are motivated, what is inspiring you. You follow that. I feel like it's multiple things. And I feel like it even maybe starts small. You know, let's say, for example, drawing. You never thought you'd be into it. You try a couple of classes, or you just do something in the evenings on your own. And all of a sudden you're kind of getting into it. Or a musical instrument, and you think, I'll try and maybe do a couple bars of this, or maybe I'll take a beginner's lesson for a month. And all of a sudden it's just like the greatest thing ever. And you're so into it. And you take to it so effortlessly. Remember, it's what comes to you naturally. It's what comes to you without a lot of work on your part. Comes to you. These are all the clues here. Yeah, you get the Magician twice. Oh my gosh. So yeah, cards are confirming now. Cards are repeating. So the clues are what inspires you, what did inspire you as a child, and also remembering this childlike way where you were able to bring in a lot. You manifested a lot as a child. And you may have even heard that. How are you bringing in all this good fortune? Or how are you able to do that? You're just a child. And you thought, well, not much of it because it was just something that came very natural to you. But people were kind of marveling, and maybe you didn't even realize it. I see you're also manifesting a partner for those of you interested in that. For some of you, it's somebody you could have met on New Year's Eve here. Doesn't matter when you're seeing this. Let's say a party, okay? You met them at some sort of festive occasion. I see like lots of lights. You may have even had a feeling of like this person could change my life, but there wasn't an opportunity to talk to them for too long, something along those lines. But you did get some sort of inkling of, for some of you, this is really specific, you were seeing a house with them in it and you in a house as you were meeting them. But yeah, you felt like this could definitely grow. You felt like this could be a relationship that changed your life for the better with a lot of growth. I do see a lot of growth here and quick growth. And the Page of Wands is all about that too. Growth, finding what you love and growing into that. So they'll definitely, if you were interested in love, this person will definitely have that same sort of conviction or goal in mind to be following what inspires them, and they'll speak that out to you. You might be like carefully looking at them with a fine-tooth tooth comb looking for the flaws because some of you have had not such good experience where love is concerned, but you're not going to find anything is what I'm hearing. And I feel like they're also very well dressed. The Hermit in the reverse here. This is you coming out of just a period of, what do we want to say here? What have you been saying? It's something you've been saying. It's time to come out of the blur or like being out of focus. It's time to focus again. And there may have been several years where you feel like you were just out of focus, life was out of focus, and you just did what you had to do. But now I feel like you're in a totally different energy that allows you to follow more what it is you want to be doing. And we talked about how you get there. It has something to do with what inspires you. It has something to do with you not having to do much of anything, and it just takes off. It might be small. And it has something to do with what comes towards you. Coming quickly in. Moving quickly towards you. Four of Swords is out here, along with the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. I think this is really a message of you have just misunderstood what you want your base to be. What is your foundation? You know, somebody here in the mix wanted you, or a couple of people, these people that I feel, these energies that were very protective of you, they had a certain idea of what your foundation should be, your life should be, your attitude toward life should be. Something more domestic, while the other one was more, wild, think outside the box. You found your way, whatever that is. I feel like maybe you took that into consideration to be polite, but you're a very independent person, and you're your own person, and you're a leader. And so you found your way, and it has something to do with going back to the basics. And I also feel like if you ever worried about your foundation, it feels more light here, and I have mentioned that term light. It's more airy, and it's less of a worry there. The sun, the happiness. Yes. The happiness. Again, light, airy energy. And what I'm hearing from Spirit is how you stay on this road is anything that feels heavy or dark or damp or covering you or changing this light, airy, I'm myself, comfortable in my skin energy. Anything that tries to change that is not for you. It doesn't have to be, analyzed, thought through at length, worried about. It's very simple. If something is disturbing the peace, it's not for you. Situations, people. What are you worrying about? I'm hearing. Think about what it is you're worrying about. And ask yourself why that is, and ask yourself if that goes with the flowy, light path that you're on now. And if not, you cut it out. There's not supposed to be any lack here anymore, any defending, any taking action or tightly gripping onto what you have. It's more flow, a free flow. Five of Swords is out here, Six of Swords. That's interesting. 5 and 6 of Swords. Six of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Don't let any of the past energy, remember we're not bringing the baggage, literally and figuratively, we talked about that. Don't bring any of the dark that's happened in the past. Keep it in the past, because you're on You're on a glass lake now, so don't bring any of the waves in. Okay? If you start feeling them come in, do some sort of exercise that helps to alleviate that. Deep breathing, meditation, mantras, whatever helps you to refocus. And we've talked about that too. Refocusing on this light, airy path. Because there will be people potentially here that are jealous that you found this light, airy path and you're having your best life ever. And they'll maybe try and bring you back into, worry and darkness and waves and choppy waters. And no, you've grown too much and you've seen too much, and you've had too much personal enlightenment, and you've worked too hard on the shadow side to be dragged back into the shadow. Somebody else's shadow. 8 of Swords. I hear that very clearly. Somebody else's shadow. Let them stay, where they are, and you continue to move in the direction that's set for you by the divine. Remember, this is a gift from the divine to kind of come back to self. 8 of Swords out here now. Don't let this other energy enter in from whomever. Stay the course here for you, because it just holds you back. And I hear again, you've done too much work to be held back. Okay. 7 of Cups. And you have too many options. Remember, you're looking at all the wishes, all the stars. This is how we started out. All the stars that are available to you, all the wishes, all the inspirations, all the activities that you're saying, whoa, yeah. This is for me. I never thought it would be, or this is something I've always wanted to do, and now I'm going to do it. There's a lot available to you, and I say again, there's a beautiful flow here with everything. If you feel like things are starting to get out of flow, get back into the focus. Keep it in the flow. You know what that flow feels like now, what it's supposed to be. That's your path, okay? Stay in that flow. And again, just over and over again, the repeating message of it's light and it's airy. And this light, airy is very abundant as well. It's an into you being on your own, too. Having to do everything on your own. Yes, you have been protected by certain people, but in the biggies of life, you've had to rely on yourself and do for self. But that's been okay, because that's established your emperor here. I do see a potentially really great pair coming out of this for those of you, like I said, who are looking for love. I think quite a few of you have already met this person, and you had kind of a moment where you're like, yeah, wow, I'm seeing you in a house and us in a house, or something like that. That's for somebody. Yeah, and the work that you've done on self has really paid off, investing in yourself. So that's part of your path too, is to forever be investing in self. Especially if that's something new to you. We said you might be looking for the flaws in this person, even though, you saw good things. And you felt good things about this person could change my life. As you get to know them more, you may be inclined, like I said, to be looking for the flaws there. Don't misunderstand them. Just take them as is, and expect them to do the same for you. And don't rush this along. This takes some time to get to know each other. But you're not going to find the past. You're not going to find past dealings with this person. This is a match. This is a dynamic match. This is a successful match. This is a power couple match. This is a lot of celebration for those of you looking for love. This is a beautiful read. Getting on your path, comfortable in your own skin. Beautiful. Black sheep. You, or I'm getting maybe this person that could be a love interest, has been defined as such. Black sheeps are good things. Don't let that worry you. If it did worry you in the past, remember that energy stays in the past. Okay. Going to be hearing from someone. Yeah. You're going to be hearing from someone. It's something that comes in quickly here. Yeah. And move forward. Move forward in this newfound light, airy path that you're on. Let's grab an oracle and a charm. We'll wrap it up. Time to feed the hungry heart. This talks about self-care. So you've done that to get to this point. You're going to continue to do that. The light in the area and the always taking care of self. You had to mix it up a little bit in order to get to this point. You had to work hard against the shadow side, or to work through, I should say, the shadow side, and understanding it, where it came from, how it influenced you, where it needs to go. Done a lot of work. You've also, some of you have, in the area of love, dated, it's kind of a predatory energy, actually. And that might be what you're worried about in the future. But no. This person isn't going to show any signs of that. And sometimes the predators didn't show any signs of that. You know, they were hiding. There were masks involved. But I don't see, I see that your self-care has really got you back on course, and that focusing that we've talked about, that's helped you with this particular energy. Okay, and then we've got when the weavers built the sun. Yeah, this talks about you don't always have to know all the steps. And certainly when we're talking about the big wishes, your big dreams, you know, they're coming in. I know you feel that. And when they do, we did see an element of fear, a little bit of fear, look into the future. But take your time here. There is something about your light and airy path that also affords you time, where you don't have to rush. So take your time here and just take the first step. And you don't have to know the second step. You just have to take the first, is what this card talks about. And then the second step is revealed. And that's come up a lot in reads recently. Okay, let's grab a charm. Collective. Protection, we saw it early on. This is the feather. Heavily protected. Somebody out there is worried about that. You were heavily protected not only in the 3D by family members or friends, or both, but also on the spiritual plane. Heavy protection, heavy spiritual protection, I said early on. And the key is you're protected. You've always been protected. That is why you've been afforded this opportunity to be reminded of self, fall back in love with self, come back together with self, appreciate self again. It's like a second wind here, or a second opportunity, the big gift. We did see that from the divine. That is your message. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. I so appreciate it. It helps the channel to grow. Until next time, let's remember who we are, and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.